for the big screen, we take a look at the movies coming to theaters and streaming platforms this weekend.
That's right, Candace McMillan, the movie guru with Seattle Refined, joining us this morning. Candace, happy Friday.
Happy Friday, ladies.
All right, let's start with a movie getting lots of buzz. Springsteen, Deliver Me From Nowhere.
Yes.
Thoughts?
So it's really our first, I think, musician biopic of the year. I can't think of one since Timothée Chalamet's A Complete Unknown, which was the end of last year. And this is very much a Jeremy Allen White vehicle. If you know him from The Bear, he takes on the boss, and it's a surprisingly morose dive into the musician's life. So don't expect 70 years worth. This really focuses on Springsteen in early 1980s when he's making his album Nebraska. Tortured by the art of making music, Bruce is adrift much of the film. He's brooding over lyrics, trying to overcome his childhood trauma that have kind of shaped the serious stories that he puts into his art. He falls for a girl, Faye, played by Odessa Young. Faye is not a real person in Bruce's life, but an amalgamation of women who inspired and shaped his path. The film also ignores the fact that he has two sisters and likely a few other details. If you're a diehard Springsteen fan, you'll probably notice it. I didn't, because I don't know his life very well, but just take that into consideration. But what the film does try to do is encapsulate Springsteen's emotional unrest. He struggles with understanding his past, his parents, his volatile upbringing, his mental health issues. He has a perfectionism about how his albums are made, which is a battle that he and his label have. I think it's a very deep film. I thought it was more interesting than A Complete Unknown, which I thought was a snooze fest. So again, I don't love these films in general, but I thought this was well done. Yeah, you know,
Okay.
that's not the entire story, but it's certainly a start.
Does Jeremy Allen White do the singing? Do you know?
I don't think he does.
Okay, you don't think he does, huh? Interesting. All right.
Yeah, I haven't looked into that, but I don't think he does.
Okay. All right, well, next on the list, a movie based on a Colleen Hoover novel. Tell us about Regretting You.
Yes. So I was just informed that there might be some controversy around this because I think people just are really triggered by Colleen Hoover now. Since last year's It Ends With Us, firestorm that is still an ongoing legal battle. So this Regretting You is a very forgettable romantic drama that has some attractive people and some romance. And if that is what you're going for, that is exactly what you're getting. You will have to be willing to laugh at the ridiculous situational drama because the story is really outlandish. I mean, Colleen Hoover loves a good car accident that just kills off some characters. Allison Williams stars as Morgan, a teen mom whose daughter Clara, played by McKenna Grace, is now on the verge of leaving the nest. Morgan needs to find her own identity, but the sudden and unexpected loss of her husband and sister in the same car accident, coupled with their unearthed affair, sends the surviving family into a tailspin. It's Dave Franco. He plays the brother-in-law / childhood crush. Clara, McKenna Grace, is also struggling with her own coming-of-age issues, like the cute popular boy Miller, played by Mason Thames. There is no moment in this film that's not cheesy or unbelievable or stretching believability.
Oh, boy.
So if that's what you're going for, you're going to get it. It's kind of what I needed this week because I've seen a lot of heavy, long films. This was so funny and so fun to laugh at. But if you're going into it thinking you're gonna get a serious romance, I hate to break it to you, it's not that.
I love when you said it's something to laugh at. There she was bawling on the bed, like crying.
Listen, I don't take grief lightly. But I feel like Colleen Hoover really deals, like she peddles grief just throughout all of her stories, like it's nothing.
Right.
And so at that point, it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Okay. I can't wait to watch it.
Yeah. All right, lastly, a movie that you can catch on Netflix, A House of Dynamite.
Yes, this is the new one from director Catherine Bigelow, who won an Oscar for The Hurt Locker a few years ago. This is certainly an unconventional political thriller. Like Hurt Locker and Zero Dark 30, her other film, this one ups the ante on suspense, but it's not espionage or tactical fighting abroad. The threat here is almost more real than anything else. It's a nuclear missile headed towards the mainland United States, locked in on Chicago, unless those responsible for protecting our nation can find a way out. It asks a lot of questions. What course should the United States take? Retaliate, risk even more lives, do nothing, look weak? There are just a lot of juicy, provocative questions in this, and it's told in a really high-stakes, elevated blood pressure kind of way. So I thought the unfolding calamity was really laid out well in various perspectives. Rebecca Ferguson stars as a commander in the Situation Room. Idris Elba stars as the president, tasked with the heavy decision of how to respond. The cast is superb. Bigelow's talent is really her attention to detail. You feel like this is really happening in real time. You're on your edge of your seat for 2 hours. It's not terribly long. It's like the right amount of time. It does kind of leave you on a bit of a cliffhanger and a kind of choose your own adventure, how you think, the ending happens. I don't want to give too much away, but if you like clear-cut resolution, just know that you're probably not going to get that in this. But for me, I was thinking about this for days after. I'm still trying to ponder what I think about this film.
Wow. Okay.
Interesting.
Well,
That's a good sell right there.
I agree. 2 out of 3. 2 out of 3?
Yeah.
Okay. I count the first one. Okay. All right,
Yeah.
Candace.
Yeah,
Thank
2
you.